It's been a weekend. We saw things change. Things started to dry out, warm up a little bit today, Lauren.
That's right. We saw some warmer weather push into the Front Range and Eastern Plains, but that same system that brought all of that moisture into New Mexico has also been bringing a lot of moisture into southern portions of Colorado over the last few days, and it's not completely moved out. But first, let's go ahead and talk about those temperatures, where we made it to 78 degrees today at DIA. Most of the Front Range and Eastern Plains saw those 70s, a little cooler down in the spring. 67 was the high there, a bit usual. And then as we see the high country, 50s and 60s, more 60s across the western slope. Right now at DIA, we have a little bit of cloud cover that's moved in, but we're still dry. 73 degrees, pretty mild for this late in the day, with winds coming in from the south at around 18 miles per hour. But we're going to continue to focus our attention on the live radar. Again, this is the same system that's been churning over the Four Corners region. With it, it's brought a lot of rain into New Mexico. It's also brought a lot of rain and snow into southern portions of Colorado. With this, we do have a severe thunderstorm warning in place. This is going to be near Branson. The severe thunderstorm warning will be until around 5:45 this evening. With this, we're just looking for heavy periods of heavy rainfall, a couple of lightning strikes, and some gusty winds. As we zoom out a bit, the heaviest precipitation area right now is going to be the southwestern corner of Colorado. We're still seeing that heavy snow across the San Juan mountain range. This is where we have those winter weather alerts in place. We're also seeing a good amount of snow falling between Aspen, Buena Vista, and Gunnison, and then some rain over Grand Junction. As we move northward a bit, we've stayed very dry across the Front Range, with just a couple of raindrops and snowflakes in areas off to the west in the foothills and into the high country. Back to the southwest, we still have these winter weather alerts in effect until 9 o'clock this evening, with severe thunderstorm warnings in place for southern portions of the San Juans, northern portions of the San Juans into the La Guarita Mountains. We're going to see around 2 to 4 inches of additional snowfall under winter weather advisories, and then that winter storm warning could see around 2 to 6 inches. Other areas to the south, we do have a marginal risk for severe weather, and a slight risk for severe weather has breached its way into southeastern Colorado. This is where we have that severe thunderstorm right now. But as we take a look, we're just going to continue to watch for the heaviest rainfall to fall across far southern portions of the I-25 corridor into southern portions of the Eastern Plains, all the way through the San Luis Valley here. So this is where we're going to look for those stronger storms. We can also see that as we move through the rest of the evening on our future cast, some storms across southern portions of the I-25 corridor. That snow starts to pick up across central portions of the high country. Then we look for more rain off to the northwest. As we go into the late night hours, we could see a couple of raindrops fall in Denver. None of that will be too long lasting or too impactful. The heaviest rain and storms will fall across southern and central portions of the Eastern Plains, as well as staying across north and northwestern portions of Colorado. As we move into the overnight hours and into early tomorrow morning, a lot of that storm will start to sweep its way into Kansas and Nebraska. And then behind that, we're looking for some heavier snow to fall across central and northern portions of the high country. And then during the late morning hours, that'll push its way eastward and maybe bring some light rain showers in Denver, and then moves its way out by tomorrow afternoon into tomorrow evening. As far as those snow totals, once that snow gets a little heavier overnight and into early tomorrow, this is where we could see a bit more snow across northern and central portions of the high country, where most of the snow so far has fallen to the southwest. We could see anywhere from around 2 to around 5-6 inches of snow. The highest areas are looking to be Aspen and into Crested Butte, where we could see over 5 inches. Other areas, a quick dusting to a couple of inches. Now, as we move our way eastward a bit, rainfall for the Front Range, just a few raindrops across the urban corridor, with around 1/10 of an inch of rain in the foothills. Overnight tonight, lows mostly in the 30s and 40s with some 20s in the high country. We're going to be pretty chilly as you move your way to the Four Corners region, where we have a freeze warning in effect overnight tonight, lows dropping to around 28 degrees. And then tomorrow, temperatures will be a bit cooler than what we saw today, upper 60s, low 70s across the Front Range and Eastern Plains, a little cooler off to the west. So we cool down a bit tomorrow. We look for those early shower chances. It's going to be breezy through the afternoon, but the rest of the week, sunny and 70s.